Hey guys, so today I'm on my back porch on my swing to do our measurement lesson. So far we talked about what all the learning targets are. You have had a day where you just looked at the first learning target about like the difference between the customary and metric system. And then yesterday you watched a whole bunch of song videos, which I know you guys love, on what each measurement is. And you learned like what an inch looks like, what a centimeter looks like, what a millimeter looks like, and all the above, right? But today we're going to focus on learning target number 3, or 3. I need to do it right, which is I can convert a larger unit of measurement to a smaller unit of measurement. So when I say unit, I mean the type of measurement. So feet would be a unit, inches would be a unit. It's however we're measuring. Like liters would be a unit, so on and so forth. But with this, we have to talk about the two different types. So we're going to have to talk about how to convert with customary and how to convert with metric, because they're both very, very different. As you learned from the video on Tuesday, this is Thursday, on Tuesday, you learned that the customary system, it doesn't have like a set way to convert. Like there's 12 inches in a foot and 3 feet in a yard. Whereas like the metric system, everything is in the powers of 10. So if you are moving from one type of measurement to another, like meters to centimeters, you're going to multiply times a certain amount, like by 10, 100, 1,000, depending on how many places you move. So today I'm going to go really in depth into that. Hey guys, so I moved from the porch swing to my table because I want to show you a couple of things to make things just a little bit more simple. For this part of the video, we're going to talk about customary measurement and how to convert from a larger unit to a smaller unit. You guys pretty much know the different types of customary measurement. We're going to just stick to units of length so that I can explain how to do this. You can do the same method with any of the other types of measurement, whether it's mass, capacity, time. That particular way of doing things it's going to work for everything. I just want to use length as the example. So I got my handy dandy tape measure. Probably have one of these at home, and I've already measured it out to a foot. So here's the start, and here's the foot. Now, we know 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. That's really easy. Y'all been using rulers in the classroom for a little bit, especially when we were doing angles, so it's really easy to understand. But for these particular problems, what I'll probably do is I'll probably say, okay, 3 feet are how many inches? And you would have to figure that out. Now, you only have to go from a larger unit to a smaller unit. You're not going to, I won't give you 385 inches and you have to tell me how many feet they are. All you have to do is move from a larger one to a smaller. So, for instance, if I gave you 5 feet, you tell me how many inches it is. Now, we know 1 foot is 12 inches. We've already discussed that. So what you'd have to do is you would have to multiply 5 feet times 12, because there are 12 inches in a foot. And that would give you, what, 60? Yeah, 60 inches. And there's your answer. It's just as simple as that. I might tell you, okay, I have 5 miles. You tell me how many yards that is. And you could use a chart, and I will give you a chart to look at in order to do that problem. But you would use a chart, and you would just multiply it out. And I won't go more than a one digit times a 4 digit, or 2 digits times 2 digits, because that's our multiplication standard, if that makes sense. But that's basically how you do customary measurement. Okay? Hey guys, so for this part of the lesson, I want to explain how to convert metric measurement. You can't see my face during this part because you really need to see the wording and everything. You need to see the numbers. So, and it took me a while to figure out how to do it. So just be patient with me. Right here, I have King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. You had already copied down this anchor chart in your notebooks, which I hope to get back to you. And you just don't have it right now, so I'm giving you it here right now. When this King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk is an easy way to remember the measurement sizes. So kilo, hecto, deca, our base unit, deci, centi, and milli. What we really need to understand before I go in depth in how to convert is right here is kind of like the middle. This is the base unit. This is like, how do I say this? Like 0 or home base in baseball. This is your safe space, okay? And whatever measurement we're talking about, whether it be meter, liter, or gram, the name of it goes here where B is. We don't say base when we're here. We say gram if we're using grams. We say meters if we're using meters, so on and so forth. Okay? Think of these words as prefixes, and whatever the base unit is, that's our root word. Okay? So for instance, if I said that Sam and Caleb and Evan went and ran a 5K yesterday. K represents kilo. And 5K, that's 5 kilometers. So that's what I mean when I say that, okay? But I could also say just a meter. And a meter is very close to a yard or a yardstick. And you can look at that measurement at home if you use a tape measure. When we're converting measurements, you only have to go from a larger to a smaller measurement. I think I've already talked about that in this video so far. Okay? And I'm only going to ask you to convert a larger measurement to a smaller measurement. Now here's where decimals come into play. Say I'm talking about meters. So my decimal point is going to be behind the meters. Okay? I'm going to say that this number, as I read it right now, is 1,234 meters, 1,234.567 meters, okay? So the decimal point's right here. If I wanted to know how many centimeters that was, I would need to move my decimal point 2 times. So 1, 2. So it goes right here, okay? And then I would read this number as, let's see how many places we have. This goes to the 100,000s now. 123,556.7 centimeters. Okay, my friends? All I did was change the type of measurement I'm using. The distance is the same. That's like saying, one of the videos you watched was about the distance between Los Angeles and San Francisco. And they talked about how many kilometers that was, and then they changed that to how many centimeters or decimeters that was. All they did, the distance between Los Angeles and San Francisco didn't change. You don't move cities. All you did was change the type of measurement you used. That's like, say I want to measure a wall in my bedroom because I want to put a chair there, for instance. I need to make sure that the chair is going to fit in that space. So I measure the wall in feet. But when I go to look at the measurement of the chair, it's got the measurements in inches. So instead of remeasuring the wall in inches, I just convert it. Same thing with the metric system. The only difference is you don't have to multiply, you just move your decimal point, okay? And this is going to take some getting used to. This is going to take some practice, my friends. Let's do another example real quick. Okay, and I'm going to do centimeters to millimeters. Okay, I want you to imagine that King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Each of these is like 10 times 10 as you go up, okay? Or divided by 10 as you go up, times 10 as you go down. You're moving a place value, and the distance between each place value is 10. So like if I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if I add one more, I have to go to the next place value. My number is going to go in the tens place. Same thing with measurement. So if I had, and just to cover this up, I have 6.7 centimeters. I need to know how many millimeters that is. So I move my decimal point one place over. Now I know that I have 67 millimeters. Okay, guys, this is just going to take some practice. This video may have confused you, and I'm sorry, but it's the best I can do away from you guys. Love you. Bye.